Hey co-reporters, there is a big blind item shaking up the Bravo universe right now. It's no secret that Bravo viewers, particularly viewers of the Real Housewives of Potomac, don't really like Candiace. The vast majority don't like Candiace, and I admit I'm one of them. So it's not exactly surprising what's being claimed in this blind item. But remember, it's a blind item, which means that it's not necessarily true. It's just for gossip. It's just for fodder. It could be true. It could be false. Okay, so let's get into what the blind item says, and then let's discuss our feelings about it. So this is coming from Bravo and Cocktails, which is a pretty popular Bravo blog. They got a tip that reads, and I quote, "Dragged off the cast, this problematic East Coast housewife who has been on the show for a few seasons now is rumored to not be getting her contract renewed for the new season. With filming slated to begin within the next month or so, producers have finally recognized that the trouble she's caused / has gotten herself into has not been a good look for the overall franchise. Along with the added pressure from many opinionated fans calling for her termination, the clear as day fact that she will never own up to her share of mistakes, and the high probability that she will continue to cause and get into more unnecessary trouble. It is said that producers and the network are already looking for her replacement and are already toying with some ideas, including testing the waters of some new women recommended by the current / already returning cast in the promotion of the friend of from last season. Watch out." So it's pretty obvious they're talking about Candiace, right? Dragged. Who got dragged? Candiace. Who gets into a lot of issues, altercations, whatever? Candiace. But here's the thing. Even though I don't like Candiace, I don't particularly care for Candiace, I don't understand why she's looked at as causing any more drama than the next person, okay? Here's the thing. When they say that the network sees Candiace as not a good look for the network or the show, I wonder, then what the heck is Michael Darby? Michael Darby, who has on camera grabbed, what, 3 or 4 different employees of Bravo without their consent, who is even charged for doing so, yet he still gets to stay on the show as Ashley's husband. Like, has Candiace ever done anything remotely close to what could be considered sexual harassment? No. And then when it comes to her versus her housewife colleagues, Ashley is the person who, wanted to laugh at somebody's bankruptcy. She wanted to insinuate that somebody else had a miscarriage because they drove drunk, even though they weren't proven to have driven drunk or anything like that. She participated in schemes that Giselle set up, Giselle being probably the most evil out of all of them, when she accused Karen of fake grieving her parents' death, when she was harassing Karen about where she lived while her parents were dying, when she was spreading paternity rumors about somebody's child, claiming that they had an affair with a trainer. Giselle just goes around trying to destroy marriages year after year. She claimed that Karen's husband had a crush on her friend who was also married, etc. It's like Candiace doesn't go as far as these other people, so I don't really understand why we have to act like she in particular is a bad look for the network when they all could very well be bad looks for the network, and that includes Mia. Mia doesn't exactly go after people, but just her personality and her pathological lying and stuff like that, and her lifestyle choices, she can be looked at as a bad look as well. So I don't know. I just hate to see Candiace be singled out. And before anybody asks, I don't like a lot of people on this cast, okay? Obviously, I think Giselle's evil. I don't like her. I think Ashley's evil. I don't like her, though she's calmed down a lot since having her kids. I think Robin is a brainless follower, so I don't really care for her either. The only person I really like on RHOP is Karen. It's not just Candiace that I dislike. I think a lot of these people have serious issues, but I digress. Anyway, like I said, this is a blind item that I personally take issue with. So it's not necessarily true. It's not a fact that Candiace will get fired. It's just something that, someone who might be a source or who might be a liar has put out to a very popular Bravo blog that I just wanted to discuss with you guys. So guys, let me know. Do you think that Candiace will be fired from the show? Here's one thing. Andy Cohen recently came out and said that he does not like to Bravo housewives. In fact, he hates 2 Bravo housewives. And so a lot of people are like, okay, one of them definitely has to be Candiace, right? So, you know, when you put all of that stuff together, I do see why a lot of people can assume that Candiace wouldn't be renewed for another season of the show. And don't forget, in that Bravo book that Andy co-published, Candiace was in there talking, you know, crap about him, and then she actually had the nerve to bring up his son and everything. So to me, that would have been another line in the sand that, you know, would indicate that, hey, Andy probably wants this girl out of here if she's gonna go and do that sort of stuff, you know, take it to that level. And then number 3, after Andy's statements about really disliking 2 of the housewives came out, what happened? Candiace went in the comments of a blog who talked about it and tagged Andy and said, Andy, you know, look at this mess that you started. Like, she keeps going, you know, she keeps returning the serve, I should say, when it comes to Andy Cohen being shady. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, listen, let me be shady in peace. I don't want to be held accountable for it. We've got to get rid of Candiace. Let me know, you guys. Do you see it happening? And does she deserve to be fired any more than anybody else? Let me know in the comments, even though she is a polarizing figure. But again, a lot of them are polarizing figures, but for some reason it is Candiace who is constantly called out. And I'm kind of curious about that. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.